Caitlin Clark fans reignite old beef with Warriors' Brandin Podziemski after viral moment. A moment from last season is coming back to haunt Warriors guard Brandin Podziemski. Every bit of momentum has been followed by a setback. As Golden State struggles on the court, Podziemski is now dealing with renewed backlash from Caitlin Clark's fanbase after an old courtside moment resurfaced online. The Golden State Valkyries made their debut last season, the W, and they wasted no time making history. In their first season, the Valkyries quickly became one of the league's most talked about new franchises. During that remarkable run, support poured in from across the Golden State Warriors organization. From Steve Kerr to Stephen Curry, familiar faces regularly showed up to watch the Valkyries in action. In one of those games, Brandin Podziemski was spotted courtside, and he quickly became part of the conversation. The Warriors guard was seen mocking Caitlin Clark after she was called for traveling, and later mimicked Stephen Curry's iconic night celebration from the sidelines. It came on a night when the Golden State Valkyries secured a big win over the Indiana Fever, with Clark enduring a tough outing, finishing with 11 points on 3 of 14 shooting. Those moments did not sit well with Fever fans, and they eventually got their chance to respond. With Golden State struggling and Podziemski enduring a torrid run of form, Caitlin Clark fans wasted no time flooding social media, turning the tables on the former Santa Clara and Illinois guard. Here are some of the social media reactions that followed. Rule number 1, never make fun of Caitlin Clark. One fan shared the clip of Brandin Podziemski mocking Caitlin Clark and captioned it, "Not Brandin Podziemski clowning Caitlin Clark for travel, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying faced." Another fan quickly joined in, adding, "I was at that game. Pods made an ass out of himself." Podziemski supporting the Golden State Valkyries was hardly a surprise, and if you look closer at the clip, Caitlin Clark can be seen laughing after Podziemski's reaction, which suggests she did not think much of it. But even then, it is not hard to understand the backlash, and his recent performances have only made him an easier target for Caitlin Clark fans. One fan posted a viral clip of Brandin Podziemski from a recent loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, captioning it, "Speak on Caitlin Elizabeth Clark, and it's going to cost you." In the video, Podziemski is seen sitting quietly with little expression as the Golden State Warriors were beaten 108-83. The numbers have only fueled the criticism. The struggles have made him an easy target online, with clips of missed shots and loose dribbles going viral almost every other day. Even the numbers are not doing him any favors. For a young guard still early in his NBA career, averages of 12.2 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 3.4 assists have drawn mixed reviews, prompting one fan to say, "It's been beautiful watching his downfall." That scrutiny only grows when you consider that Pods has openly talked about wanting to be the one who eventually replaces Stephen Curry. One fan added to the backlash by writing, "CC took his trolling with grace while being injured. Karma for him. Look at him crying, and no one is on the sidelines making fun of him. Imagine if it was." Unamused face. Caitlin Clark endured a brutal sophomore season from an injury standpoint, battling 2 separate groin issues along with a quad injury that limited her to just 13 appearances. Even through that stretch, Clark handled the trolling with grace. And to his credit, Brandin Podziemski has not retaliated. While he has built a reputation as a big talker whose plays normally don't back it up, he has stayed quiet through the noise. At the end of the day, Podziemski wants to win, and few would like to turn around the current situation with the Golden State Warriors more than he would. The Golden State Warriors sit at 27-22 on the season and will be hoping to finish well above their current 8th place spot in the Western Conference. While trade rumors around Podziemski have surfaced, the organization has continued to back him publicly. There is a belief inside Golden State that he could grow into a key piece in the post-Stephen Curry era. Whether that vision becomes reality will depend entirely on how Podziemski develops from here. The so-called beef between Caitlin Clark and Brandin Podziemski has less to do with basketball and more to do with perception. Podziemski may be a former all-rookie selection, but he is nowhere close to Clark's popularity or cultural pull. That imbalance has turned him into the villain in the public eye, and it is not hard to see why. When you openly talk about replacing Stephen Curry or suggest you could have been a Shohei Ohtani-type figure in MLB, you invite pressure. And once performance dips, backlash from fans becomes inevitable.